An ocean of ink in a single drop, trembling at the tip of my brush. Poised above stark white paper, a universe waits for existence. It is not the painting to come that is as important as that single moment when all things still lie in a state of potential. Will something ugly or beautiful be created? The stately determination to make something worthy of the materials and the moment is reverence. This is a passage I randomly flipped to from a book called 365 Tao Daily Meditations by Dangming Dao. It was one of those nights where I was feeling a bit suspended in uncertainty, and I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you also relate to that feeling of feeling stuck and paralyzed and not knowing what to do next. In a society where we're told that pursuing anything remotely artistic or skewed from STEM-based fields is unconventional and risky, it's so easy to become drowned in doubt. I know this is a pretty typical existential crisis that a lot of creatives face when they wonder what to do next, or if they're even getting anywhere at all. And even if we have grand dreams that we think about while daydreaming, whether that's writing a novel, producing music, directing films, performing on big stages, or taking over art galleries, we have no idea how to get there. For most creatives, there's not going to be a polished, done-for-you blueprint telling us where exactly to put our next step or exactly how to get to where we want to be, because a lot of times it's up to us to figure that out. And I think that this lack of structure is especially where a lot of uncertainty comes from. If you think about it, we're so conditioned and accustomed to having to comply with structure from a young age. The structure of education systems teaches us to clock in and out of a classroom at the same times every week, to quantify intelligence based on test scores, to fear failure and discipline, to respond to authority, all of these things that gradually strip away individuality and creative experimentation, and then we wonder why mental health among teens and young adults is so bad these days. Back to uncertainty, I feel like a lot of people reach a certain point in college or university where they realize there's a lot less structure and a lot more decision-making on their own part. So all that to say, when we lose that structure of people telling us exactly what to do and what not to do, we tend to panic a bit. And panicking can look a lot like a mild existential crisis, to academic burnout, to art block, to decision paralysis, or honestly just crashing out over minor inconveniences and doubting every decision we make. So how do we escape this cycle of doubt and uncertainty? Well, I'm not sure that there's a way to entirely escape this cycle altogether, because you would have to rewire your stubborn subconscious and everything you think you know. But for now, I've always been a fan of small action items that at least can make a difference in the moment. Let me go over some of my favorite ones. So let's start with simply sitting with yourself. I know you're probably tired of hearing people telling you to meditate, so maybe it helps to reframe it as allowing your surrounding environment to get quieter so that your inner voice can get louder. This is different for everyone, but for me that looks like putting my phone just somewhere I can't see it, being alone in a room without distracting music, and just sitting and allowing my mind to wander. Sometimes I ask questions like, what do I do next? Or I really need help and guidance in this moment, because I don't know what the right move is. Of course, I don't expect a crisp, clear voice to answer my questions with complete clarity, but I do look for that tiny nudge that points me in a new direction. When you get better at listening to your own intuition, which might not manifest as much as a voice, but maybe more like an internal nudging towards something or an idea that pops into your head, you will get better at creating spontaneously and letting your creativity flow through you instead of against you. I mean, if you think about it, best case scenarios are just as real as the worst case scenarios you play in your head. So why not choose to pay attention to the good ones that make you happy? So once you've sat with yourself and observed the kind of questions you're asking and paid attention to any little nudges, the next small action item is just to affirm yourself and do something with it. You can start with something as small as journaling your thoughts, adding to your sketchbook, filming a short video, literally anything you want. It's okay to still feel that sense of self-doubt, but what's important is that you continue to move through it, because it proves to yourself that just because I'm having these thoughts, it doesn't mean that they have to hold me back. And another thing I find helpful is normalizing success as a creative. There are so many artists out there who are living their dream life, who have made their passion their full-time commitment, who've uplifted communities and inspired so many people. And so can you. We live in a reality where people are entertained by dancing shrimp videos and rehydrating rocks with wet sponges. Of course they want to see your art. I think it's so important to realize that you can create things that no one else can, because you are your own universe of experiences, knowledge, talent, and wonder. So don't let anyone, especially yourself, let you feel insignificant. The battle with self-doubt might wear us down and discourage us from actually following our dreams, But sometimes our best works come out of moments of uncertainty. So let's embrace it for now and trust that the uncertainty is a reminder of how limitless we are and how many amazing possibilities can unfold. I hope that if anything, this video helps you feel less alone and more inspired to create. And I'd really appreciate if you joined me on this journey of discovering ourselves and finding more joy in life through art and creativity. If you're an artist, let me know in the comments what you dream of creating one day, and just know that you got this and the world needs what you can do.